Alright, I literally just filmed this whole thing and I wasn't even recording, so yeah, it's that type of day. Alright. Um Trade recap for today. It's the 12th. It's Friday. I usually don't like Fridays. I don't really do good on them, but it is what it is. I took two trades today. I got one break even, and then I tried to enter back in, which is stupid. Um, and I ended up losing $200, which you can see right here, which literally like doesn't matter. I'm still up 1,800 on the week, so a $200 loss is not something I'm worried about, especially when one of my wins is like 1,000. And losses are fine as long as when they do happen, your wins are just a lot more. Like I can lose $200 and be fine if I know that next time I make money, it's gonna be 3 times that. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's start off on the 1 hour. Forget about all this because when you get on the charts, it's gonna look like right here we hadn't taken this yet. And if you look back, this was just a super obvious draw on the day. I marked it out right away and I knew we were gonna hit it. And if you just look at the chart and don't overcomplicate it, you have this 4 hour gap right here that's being respected, and we're pushing up like crazy right here. There is one down here, but I can't see us going down to that because we already are rejecting out of this gap right here. And if that happens, we can take a trade down to it, but we shouldn't be worried about like trying to predict stuff or anything like that. You want to work off of reacting. And I didn't understand that when people first explained that to me, but it literally helps so much now, the way that I think about that. And yeah, so right off the bat, around 4 o'clock in the morning, we come down and create this intermediate term low. Intermediate term low is a low or a high that's inside of a gap that is being respected. So it's a protected low. That low is super protected until we finish the buy model and hit our draw. And the same thing happens right here. We come down into this 15-minute gap that you can see it's really small, and we respect it, as well as there's an SMT, and there's midnight opening price right there, and we're rejecting out of that. So now I'm super bullish. And all I'm looking for now is to see further bullish PDRAs be respected, bearish PDRAs be disrespected. But there is some stuff that could have confused a lot of people today. Like there was a 15-minute on NQ, which is a different trading symbol than this. There was an inverse 15-minute gap. It was questionable. It might have swayed some people's opinions on their bias, made them think that the day was bearish because of the SMT. But in a bullish narrative, a bearish SMT does not matter to me. Like, I don't care because it's not going to do anything. It's just when the leading pair is seeking upside and taking highs, it's obvious that the one that's lagging, that's behind the other one, might not have taken the highs yet that this one has. So I'm looking for ES to take highs and then NQ to take them after. So I'm not worried about NQ lagging and not being above a high that ES is, or vice versa. So there was 10 o'clock news. I didn't even pay attention to this. I completely forgot. I was trading blind, didn't even look at news. I don't know what I was thinking today. But it didn't mess me up too bad. I think I still would have taken this trade if I knew that the news was there, as long as I just waited for the candle to close. All right, so after we make this SMT, we're respecting that 15-minute gap as well as this 5-minute gap right here, and we just took out this sell side liquidity, which is great. We then get a 2-minute inverse. I probably wouldn't have entered on this. Same thing with the 30-second inverse that's like over here that I know some people entered on. You can argue that that would be a good inverse, and it was respected when we came back down. But to me, it just wasn't enough to know that we were going to go up yet, because we still had this gap right here that I didn't know if we were going to respect or not. When we reject out of it like this, come back down, respect the inverse, that could have been a spot where you could have entered in. But there wasn't really a valid inverse to enter back in off of that. So I stayed out of that. But what I did look for, what I was looking at the whole time, was this 5-minute gap. On this trading leg down to make this SMT, which also hit a key level, which also hit another key level, which also respected bullish order flow and respected this 1 hour order block and true day open and made another SMT. Like, all the things I just listed, it's just so bullish. Like, I don't know, you'd have to have like duct tape over your eyes to think that we were going to take shorts today. If you took shorts, I'm not making fun of you. I thought about it too. But after seeing all this, if you thought that we were bearish, definitely got some studying to do. 5-minute inverse, highest time frame inversion on this leg. We have this obvious draw right here, this data high. Now you can think of it as data high, but it's really not. It's just like the opening range high, but it is kind of like a data high. It's a strong draw on liquidity. And after inversing this gap, I entered right here. Everything's going great. I'm up like $400. My TP's like right here. I'm like, let's go. I went break even because we just like got so close to taking this high. And all that was us engineering liquidity. It's the same thing that happened with this high right here. That's why it was such a strong draw. On market open, we came up, left this high right here, so close to the draw, which is right here. And the market does that, so it has something strong to go back to. But what it wants to do first is come back down and fill orders before it comes back up there. Because it knows a lot of people are going to set their TP there. It knows that a lot of people are going to have orders there, and it will edge it because it's not going to fill them. It's going to come down and fill these first, sell side, and then it's going to come up, and it's just going to, like manipulate you, like all your girlfriends out there. Maybe boyfriends too. Gavin Fabiani, I know if you're watching this, it's a boyfriend for you. Same thing with you, Wyatt. Anyways, we get the 5-minute inverse, and I was just so confident. I moved my stop to break even, which is right here. My stop was actually like, yeah, that's where my stop was. And I got broke even, which is cool. Like, it's fine. I don't care. But I probably shouldn't have moved my stop to break even. Reason being, because it was pretty much a 1-to-1 R. So I should have just, and I was so confident in it, and this low was so protected. Same thing with this one, same thing with this one. So I should have just let the 1-to-1 play out, and I would have been fine. I would have made my money on the day, and I would be a lot happier than I am right now. But I'm still a happy guy. And I'm down 200 on the day, which, like I said, is fine. I'm still up 1,800 on the week. Yeah. So, yeah, PB Blake faded this setup, but he did say that it was a 10 out of 10 setup that he would take 10 out of 10 times. I watched his trade recap, and it was cool to see that he would have taken the same trade, but he didn't because of news. I don't know if I would have if I knew about the news, but I definitely wasn't paying attention. Anyways, moving on from this trade, I then tried to re-enter, I was just like being stupid, and I ended up getting stopped out, like probably right here, because I just tried to pretty much bottom ticket because I knew it was going to go back up. off of this order block. We tapped it right here, and I think I entered on just like a 15-second inverse and just like walked away from my computer. No, I entered on like a 30-second CISD or 15-second CISD, I think, which is absolutely retarded. Or no, maybe it was an inverse. No, I entered like right here. Had my stop right here. We got stopped out after respecting that order block. Lost like $200. I de-risked because I already took a trade for that day. I'm not worried about that. But this right here was another A++ setup. 2-minute inverse. Highest time frame inverse on this leg. Perfect displacement. Like, that's literally just beautiful. Ginormous Drake candle inversing both of the 1-minute gaps that took out data lows. This is an interior SMT because ES took out data lows, the 10 a.m. candle that I wasn't paying attention to. And it filled orders there and left this high right here. So close to that one, like we literally know those are going to get taken. And look, it's right next to our draw too. So you get that 2-minute close, enter longs right here. You could have put your stop. I wouldn't have put your stop any higher than this right here. Mine personally probably would have been at the end of the candle that made the fair value gap, because if it's going to go down and respect this, I'm fine with that. But if it's going to inverse that and come all the way down to here, it's obviously going to hit that because it's respecting PD raise on this leg, which was the retrace. It shouldn't be doing that. It should blow right through it, which is what it did. And this would have been like a 4-minute trade. You would have been in and out super quick. I would have made like $500, but I didn't. And if I had my TP like up here, I would have passed my account. Now, all I would have needed was my TP to be right here. I would have passed my account, made like $1,000. But we'll do that next week. But yeah, that's it. I really liked this trade, but I got off the charts right away because I was a little upset with myself for taking that second trade. But I still really liked the trade that I took, the 5-minute inverse. I really liked that. Now I know that maybe I shouldn't go break even on a trade like that. That's 1-1. All right, that pretty much wraps it up. Takeaway of today is don't make things harder than they actually are. Like literally, like this was so easy today. The draw was so obvious. We're going up. Like you got to think about it. Like it's literally the stock market. Like we're going up, chasing higher prices. We come back down, make this low. What are we gonna do after we come down if we're going up? Like look at this whole time. We go up, we go down, 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 we go up, we go consolidate for a little bit. And then what do? Perfectly manipulate all these lows. We go down. What are we going to do now? Obviously go up, especially if we know that this is our draw right here. And then all you got to do is find the point where you want to enter in there. I showed you two. You could have had your own. But today was like super simple, super easy to learn from today. And these are days where definitely where you should be making the most money and having your most confident setups. But I didn't, and it sucks, but who cares? All right. Peace out. That's it.